On a black background, text reads, LDIF, Let's Dance International Frontiers. A montage of brochure covers and video clips from 10 years of Let's Dance International Frontiers. LDIF 11 brochure cover featuring dancer Keisha Grant. The cover shows a suggestion of dance movement, her face looking down. The images of a dark contrast and pink highlights. L'Antoinette Stines moves to the drums in a dance studio. She picks up her legs to the beat. LDIF20 brochure cover features a dancer in a metallic, green, futuristic insect-style costume. The dancer is in a crouching position. Street dance company Flawless sway in unison from one side of the stage to the other. One dancer breaks away and backflips across the length of the stage. LDIF13 brochure cover, a dancer in a red dress raises her left knee, reaching her arm forward, the motion of her head making her short dark hair move. B-Boy Sticks, a street dancer on crutches, moves from one crutch to another in a circular motion, his legs swinging in circles. LDIF14 brochure cover, Freddie Opoku Adeyi crouches forward, lifting his body onto two hands, his legs lifted. A giant carved wooden hand rests on his back. A dancer from Hypnotic Dance wears a Caribbean carnival costume, the headdress like a lightning bolt over his head. His arms reach out to the side with billowing wings. LDIF 15 brochure cover. A young woman, a dancer with Abraham in motion, leaps in the air in a basketball court. One leg stretched out, one beneath and her arms raised. She wears a vest with the word guard. Maya Taylor pirouettes with her left leg raised. LDIF 16 brochure cover features Courtney Cook from Urban Bushwomen. She's wearing white. Both arms reach out to the sides. Her left foot extends in front, her face raised to the light. Catherine Denesi performs in a gallery with Victorian painting. Her black skirt spins out around her. LDIF 17 brochure cover featuring Courtney Robinson, a dancer with Philadanko. She leaps into the air, her left leg extended beneath her, her right leg raised so that her knee points towards the sky. Her arms inflected. 3 members of Urban Bushwomen dance at 3 corners of a square stage, filmed from above. LDIF 18 brochure cover. Germaine Acogny leans forward, clasping a bundle of fabric to her stomach. She wears a long black dress. Seen in a nightclub of Nora Chipamiri performing, she makes sidewards shuffling steps towards the nightclub stage in diagonal lines. There is a DJ behind her. LDIF 19 brochure cover features dancer Coral Dolphin from Ronald K. Brown, Evidence, a dance company, wearing a flowing blue and purple dress, her arms extended behind her. 4 dancers, all wearing black flowing robes, carry a bucket of water through the aisle of a cathedral. LDIF 20 brochure features Kyle Abraham, his face turned to one side, his hand partially covering his face, and his right knee raised and extended to the opposite side. Text reads, 10 years in the making. Pawlet Brookes, artistic director of Let's Dance International Frontiers. Against a backdrop of framed LDIF brochures, she's wearing a black dress and scarf.
The inspiration for Let's Dance International Frontiers, or referred to as LDIF, was going to see another performance in another city. Leicester used to be the home of dance in the East Midlands, and Leicester used to have a fabulous dance festival. So I thought, let's try to reinstate that. Let's see if we can rekindle something that Leicester and Leicestershire is known for, good quality dancers coming out of the city.
Image of Pawlet, posing in the middle of 4 male dancers. 2 flamenco female dancers are rhythmically stamping their heeled shoes in flowing dresses. 5 female dancers eloquently jumping in midair.
The changes over the last 10 years in terms of the very first LDIF and LDIF now is, one, we have professionalised even more. We've got a greater reach internationally, so we've got more international artists and practitioners coming. And also we've done more around the conferencing. And I think one of the biggest changes that we've been able to share the work by having a workshop program where people get an opportunity to explore the different styles and techniques. And we've been able to really say quite forcefully that there are other techniques and techniques born out of an African and Caribbean experience.
Thomas Pristo is holding a microphone. A male dancer, Luciano, is demonstrating a montage of dancers participating in LDIF's workshop programme, moving across the space in different ways, such as rolling along the floor or shuffling their feet. On a black background, on the bottom right-hand side, a clip of two dancers on a stage, slowly crouching and rising, spinning around with their arms curved in front of them. Text reads, L'Antoinette Stines. A woman, L'Antoinette, is being interviewed in a cafe.
I think I've been around this dance, International Frontiers, LDIF, maybe almost from the beginning.
L'Antoinette is leading a workshop class in a dance studio.
I feel I've been a part of this wonderful journey. And how I look at LDIF is some woman by the name of Pawlet planted a seed that over the years has been bearing many different kinds of fruit, and I see young people getting opportunities to choreograph. That's one kind of fruit.
Of Serendipity's dance publications, neatly presented on a wooden table.
I see books being published, another kind of fruit. And so I see it becoming much more academic as it goes along, artistic and true to itself. Presenting, for me, the part that I love, presenting the Caribbean and Black consciousness.
A clip of a dancer crouching, touching his chest and then the floor, extending his arms outwards. Text reads, Javier Torres. A man, Javier, he is sitting down and wearing a shirt and black blazer. His hands are clasped together and his left elbow is resting on a white table.
The things that really kind of drove me to come here was the networking and the different kind of styles and things you do here, because I don't see that very often in England.
A clip of female dancer Jessica Walker spinning on one foot. She is accompanied by a guitar player. Text reads, Vicki Igbokwe. A woman, Vicki, is wearing a black t-shirt that reads, Uchenna Dance.
I think what serendipity is bringing to the landscape is opportunity, profiling, which I feel is really, really important. I love the fact that the company, the organisation, is now looking at international, but also looking at what is here in the UK. That's one thing that I really feel that Serendipity is doing that is different to a lot of the other organisations, is they're really making a charge to support UK talent as well as the international.
A clip of three dancers on a stage from Urban Bushwomen. They are individually facing different directions in movement. The shot is filmed from above.
Part of the ethos of LDIF has been to look at the notion of emerging artists and, to try to be part of the journey and their development. And so with the different stages from signatures to autograph to biography, we've been able to take artists on that journey.
A man, dancer Cameron McKinney, is on a stage. His right arm is stretched out to the side. His head makes circular motions, his face forward, whilst his body remains still. Text reads, Adesola Akinleye. She is wearing her glasses on top of her head, a patterned blouse and a lanyard around her neck.
I was first involved with Let's Dance International Frontiers through a piece that I did about a kind of the history of my own practice. But what it did was maybe really evaluate where I was now and find a way to create that into performance and then share that out. And I feel that really mirrors what the festival does.
In flowing costumes, 8 dancers from Evidence are on a stage dancing and kicking mid-air. Text reads, Ivan Blackstock. A man, Ivan, is being interviewed in a rehearsal space. He is sitting down against a curtain backdrop. He's wearing a hat and a zipped-up jacket.
You know, when LDIF invited me, it was very helpful for me because I didn't have that much opportunity to, share my voice. It's always been very physical, and I think that me able to activate artists and me to help other artists come through the door.
Clip of Sapphire Sumpter and her dancers on a stage in front of an audience. Together, they are forming a circle, hand in hand moving inwards and then backwards. Text reads, Germaine Acogny. A woman, Germaine, is being interviewed in a room. She's wearing thick-framed glasses, a statement long necklace, and long-sleeved dress.
I would like to say thank you very much for Pawlet to invite me in this festival, because she opened again the door of England.
A clip of Germaine leading a workshop in a dance studio. She is sat positioned in the middle, surrounded by participants, who are also sitting down. Their hands are in front of their chest, and legs almost extended. They make small contracting motions to the rhythm. Text reads, Lee Payne. A man, Lee, is being interviewed against the backdrop of LDIF framed posters. He's wearing a shirt.
Literally, it's changed my life actually, because for a while when I came out of Riverdance, I felt like I didn't have a place. I didn't have a purpose. The moment I came back into the UK, I got a phone call, and that's where my creative journey was fueled again.
A clip of Lee on a stage in the middle of a tap performance. He is on the right and accompanied by 3 male members of the orchestra.
It was a big part of my life and a big change in my life, helping me to grow, to become me.
On a black background, on the right, a clip of Lee tap dancing on a stage. He's wearing a flat cap, a white t-shirt, trousers and boots.
The publications are an archive. The publications are a voice. And the reality is that most of the time for black artists, they've been examined and dissected and written about by people who actually haven't really understood where the art's coming from. And so what is really important about the publications as well is, yes, it's academic, but it's also practitioners talking about their work.
A clip of Antoine Hunter from Urban Jazz Dance Company and sign language interpreter Stacey Green. Both are engaging with the audience, show them the sign for applause and having them mirror their movements. Text reads, Valerie Rochon. A woman, Valerie, is sitting in a cafe for the interview. She's wearing a black top.
When I think about the Serendipity Journals, it doesn't alienate any group. I think it embraces it because it has so much inspirational information. It gives me a lot of hope, and it tells me about what's happening creatively in the world.
The camera pans across a display cabinet featuring point shoes and Catherine Dunham's books. A dancer, Diego Vasquez, runs across the stage, which is littered with white tissue paper. Text reads, S. Amma Wray. A woman, Amma, is being interviewed in a room. She's wearing a padded gilet layered on top of a long-sleeved top and a lanyard around her neck.
An amazing journey seeing this entity grow in Leicester, my hometown.
Clip of workshop participants in a circle, in movement, dancing. They are led by Amma. Clip of Brenda Dixon Godchild presenting a lecture demonstration in front of an audience in a chapel.
So artists that we would never normally even see in the UK, we get to see through LDIF's programming and the residency programs that they've brought together. We've also seen really unique workshops that have been brought together, and this really fantastic mix of academia and performance in a way that's accessible to the public. Sometimes these conversations are closed and we don't get access to them. So by the way that Pawlet and her team have cultivated this space, it's really set them apart from other organisations.
Pawlet talks to her colleagues, gesturing her hands to emphasise her statement. A male dancer from a balcony of a dark theatre studio stretches out his arms.
When we first started, I think people just thought we were putting on, a few bits of diversity and dance, but now people are beginning to see the quality and the professionalism and the history and the legacy around the dance styles and techniques that we're bringing forward.
The camera quickly pans across to two different male dancers on a theatre stage and a series of framed LDIF brochures. Fade to black. Text reads, 10 years in 2 minutes. Video montage of LDIF artists over the years, but L'Antoinette Stines shuffles her feet along the floor in a rhythm. Flawless in a group of 3 dancers, their arms crossed, kick out their legs from side to side. Text reads, 266 artists and companies. B-boy sticks, balances. Text reads, 88 emerging artists supported through signatures and autograph. A group photograph of volunteers. Alikako dancers move their arms in swimming-like motions before dropping to the floor. Text reads, 45 countries. Maya Taylor spins. Her dress flows out around her. A dancer stands in a crowded street wearing a onesie zipped over to cover his face. His hand is raised, as if to wave, but instead makes small flicking motions with his wrist and then circles his arms around each other. Cameron McKinney spins on one foot before jumping. Text reads, 105 commissions. Tara Lopez wears a short black dress and makes casual running steps across the stage. A photo of urban bushwomen. 5 female dancers look at the central male dancer, his arms stretched into a V shape. Pawlet stands talking to a room full of people. Text reads, 34 different venues. A photo of Pawlet standing in front of a poster advertising the festival. 3 urban bushwomen dancers move around the stage. A workshop scene with participants all moving to lie on the floor. A white aerial silk is spread out on the floor. Ella Mesmer walks around the edge like a tightrope. Text reads, 66 UK premieres. Philadanko dancers in rehearsal. They leap out into a plie and spin around. A scene in a nightclub of Nora Chipamiri performing. She stands talking to the audience. Antoine Hunter and Zena Simon from Urban Jazz Dance Company stand in front of a giant projection, advertising their show. Text reads, 39 world premieres. A male dancer in black spins quickly in front of an altar of a cathedral. The camera pans across the exhibition. Thomas balances a bottle of water on his head while picking up each foot in time to a rhythm. A large group of dancers move in a circle, stepping to the side. Text reads, 9 publications. Pawlet, Antoine and Stacey Green stand in a line on a stage signing applause. Ronald K. Brown, Evidence, a dance company. One dancer at the front kicks his leg out. The other dancers stand in a staggered line behind him, their arms raised, before moving down and side to side. Their legs in a styled march forward. Text reads, 10 years in the making. Logo for LDIF. Text reads, Let's Dance International Frontiers. On a black background. Image of LDIF, 10 years in the making book. Text reads, Read more in LDIF, 10 years in the making. Available at serendipity-uk.com/shop. Credits roll. Logos of Arts Council England, Leicester City Council, Community Fund, De Montfort University Leicester, International Dance Council, and serendipity.